Hello, Living in Boulder vlog. Um, October 2nd, 2019, Wednesday at 7:28 a.m. I'm sucking on my marijuana candy right now. Started eating more of those. I ran out of weed last night, and then I scraped it. I scraped the pipe, and I took a couple hits of the the resin, which is a really bad idea because it doesn't even really get me high because my tolerance is already so high. All it does is fuck up my lungs. So it just gave me an asthma attack. It's like, great. So, like, yeah, I still have it now. I had the inhaler, but just now, but should have done the rescue inhaler too. But anyway, I was working and I kind of got tired. I'm not sleepy tired, but I should lay down. But yesterday I got up kind of late. Man, I need to like record when I get up. I smoke too much weed, so my like short-term memory for the day isn't good enough. One trippy thing about weed is when I quit smoking weed, life suddenly becomes super amazing, trippy, super because I have all these dreams and I remember my dreams, and it makes me feel like I'm living in a dream. It's really wild. Maybe it's more of a powerful impact because I'm not. It's been so long since I remember dreams. It doesn't take long. If I were to quit smoking weed, I'd start remembering my dreams probably within a week. And then within 3 or 4 weeks, I would be, probably remembering all of them, I'd imagine. I remember my dad said he didn't remember dreams and he didn't smoke weed, but at least not to my knowledge. Anyway, so yesterday I was working on, this fighter levels page, and then I went and took all the ads off, and I was fixing other pages because I was looking at pages and fixing some little things. But so then yesterday I was doing the fighter levels page, but a lot of it had to do with research. I had to research stuff to gather the data for all these animals, because I'm including animals that our ancestors interacted with not very long ago at all. It's amazing to think how recently all of these huge animals went extinct. The giant sloth was 20 feet tall. It was bigger than an African elephant. They were in South America and North America, and I can breathe great now. They went extinct just like 11,000 years ago. That's like yesterday. That's so. And then there was another one that was like 10 feet tall, like as big as the biggest bears that lived until like 5,000 years ago in Cuba. So, so I was kind of spending a lot of time yesterday, reading Wikipedia, and I was watching YouTube videos about animals and stuff. I had to figure out fighter conversions, and I haven't figured out fighter conversions actually with humans. If you're going to give humans like knives, like maybe like a knife in each hand. But I figured it would be 2-to-1. I just figured I like to keep stuff simple. 2-to-1. Bear and lion. I put bear and lion, or bear and tiger, bear and cat as equal, pound for pound equal, because there's a YouTube video of a sloth bear fighting a tiger in India. The bear is protecting her cub, and it looks like the bear is smaller than the tiger. And the bear chased the tiger away. So they were fighting for like 15 minutes. So I was like, okay, yeah, bears are badass. Bears may not be as, good hunters against other animals, but they can defend themselves and against a tiger. So I put them equal because they have all that fur to protect them. They're sturdily built. They have claws, just like tigers. Um, so so I put bear and tiger 2-1 against gorillas and apes, because gorillas don't have claws. They just have fingernails that look just like us. They're like people, but they have huge fangs. So they're half armed. So I give them half. Gorillas are just herbivores. They don't kill for a living like cats do, and they don't dig and have to defend themselves against cats all the time like bears do. So 2-1, and I saw a YouTube video taken from a TV show from 10 years ago, where they pit a 400-pound gorilla against a 200-pound leopard. And they have it as a pretty well-matched fight. The gorilla wins in the end by breaking the leopard's back as he's pouncing on him. So I ended up just saying that would have been like an equal, could have gone either way type of a fight. So I put it 2-1 based off that video, and then I put apes 2-1 against humans. So that keeps it simple, which makes cats and bears 4-1 against humans. So that means a 200-pound man would be evenly matched against a 50-pound mountain lion. And a 200 man would be evenly matched against a 100-pound chimp. Maybe I should change it. Maybe I should give humans worse odds than that. But that's what I was thinking yesterday. But then there's another one I have to do is, well, what if you give them knives? Because in the real world, no human, like in the past, no human would ever go and be caught without knives and stuff. Well, I mean, no. I remember I read a story about it was Geronimo's autobiography, and he was telling a story of these Indian ladies who got dragged out of or this one Indian lady got dragged out of her teepee by a bear. So and one time by a mountain lion. So mountain lions and bears would go and drag you out of your teepees at night. So you would have to fight them without weapons. But I mean, you would have your weapons right there anyway. But anyways, I have to figure out a pound for pound. But just against the animals, it's so anyways, it's not that important. But yeah. So anyways, I was just collecting. I was still collecting all the data for the animals. And so right now what I'm doing is I'm just chopping out all the extraneous stuff, putting them in these little tables, and then I'm going to put the tables in the columns below and group them together and organize them by species, yeah. And then I'll have another list that has them by fighting ability, which is basically based on your size. So, yeah, it's a really simple process. I don't even have to think. But I wasn't really listening to stuff while I was doing this, like educational stuff. I was listening to Alex because I haven't been in a slump the last few days. But Montesquieu. I was listening to Montesquieu just now, right before I recorded the video. But I wasn't paying attention to it. I think I'm a little bit too high. But yeah, that's why I wasn't listening to stuff, because I was too busy trying to read this and sift through this and organize and read also Wikipedia. I have Wikipedia read all this stuff to me about the animals. But after I dump all these, samples of giants and animals down below I shrink it all down and make it seem small. I love the optical effect that the way that I design the website has on saving space, or like making like as much information as you could dream of seem really small. And even with my computer that I have now, this Macintosh, it's even at the size that my Fighter Levels page is now, it still kind of takes a little bit of time if you want to drag and drop and stuff. But no, it keeps up pretty much though. And so so yeah, as soon as I get those on there, and I scroll up and down and I see that I can see all of it and it doesn't look that big, I'm like super fired up to go back to it and I can just finish it. Just wipe it all out. But I think I might. It's today, like right after. I don't know how much longer I'll work today, but after I put these down below, across to condense it all, which isn't gonna take much longer. Um, I want to. I think I want to fix the links on a couple of my pages, on my religious statistics and science lists pages, because I never did that, and it would really make me feel like the website is fixed at another level, and I might want to fix. Well, I do have to eventually fix the Montesquieu, but anyway, that's all I have to say. An interesting dude. This is a crazy story, but I got it. It's fucking real because the thoughts really going through my head. Okay, I'm laying at night last night, and I lay it still all day long, just like this. This is my whole life. This is how I've been for the last like 20 years. I'm just like laying like that, like that. It's my life. So I'm here laying here and I'm working, and I think I wasn't even listening to anything at the time. I was just sitting here working. And in the morning, at like 3 or 4 in the morning, a lot of the time I lose internet for a little bit. And all I have to do, like this morning, all I had to do was I just restarted my computer. So I'm here working, and my computer suddenly made a different sound, like it made a lower hum. It was going, and then it went, but at that same time, I had a mental reset. Um, like sometimes when I'm reading or working on something, sometimes I just kind of forget where I am, or maybe I lose my concentration and kind of look at where I am, or no, I kind of just forget where I am. Yeah, you just forget where I am, and like I got hit by something. And so yeah, this morning I was working, and I felt something like in my body, and I forgot where I was, but at the same time, that was where the computer changed the sound. And then that's at that moment I said, I hit refresh, and I didn't have any internet. So I think that was the moment that I lost Wi-Fi. So I know what it feels like to lose Wi-Fi. And so here's the trippy part of the story. And so then the thought that I had after that was, I was like, oh wow, I lost Wi-Fi. But because I felt the difference, because the feeling was like all of a sudden it became quieter energetically. And I remember thinking to myself, wow, I really loved that feeling. Like it was like bathing in like warm, fizzy water or something. I loved the feeling of having the internet passing through my body. And then when it went away, yeah, it was different. So anyway, um, today I'm going to. Geez, I've talked for 14 minutes already. Today I'm gonna try and finish these fighter level page, and then try to fix the links. If I can fix the links on those other ones, that'll be amazing. I haven't looked at those forever. Those statistics pages and lists. Um, yeah, and then I'll get back on here and try to, yeah, see how creative. See if I can find an end to this. This is going to turn into a really complicated page, though. It's going to be interesting, but really complicated. All right, so, all right, talk to you tomorrow. Have a good